everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Katie and today's video is going to be some new IKEA hacks. This video is going to be a little bit different because I didn't actually go out shopping to IKEA. I had a few items that I had gotten in past orders and just hadn't used for previous IKEA videos, and also some items that I did use in past videos, but I kind of want to take them apart from what I made them into and redo them into something else. I've been really wanting to do more like upcycling and reusing of materials because I just have so many supplies that I've collected over the years, and I just kind of want to give them new life, and I think that would be fun to kind of like suit my style where it is now. So I've got a mirror project that I'm going to show you, as well as a little plant hanger, which is one of my favorite things to make. I've made like a million of them over the years, as well as a little plant table, which is so cute. So I think you guys are gonna love it, so let's get started. Okay, so this is the Marius stool from Ikea. You might recognize it from a past IKEA hacks video of mine where I turned it into a boho planter. This stool is only $6.99, so it's a perfect piece to get for IKEA hacks because it's so affordable and it's really versatile. It's easy to put together, and I'm just using the base of it for today's project, so all I had to do was connect the legs together. I took it outside and gave it a coat of flat black spray paint, which instantly elevated the look of it. For the top, instead of using the plastic part that it came with, I used this wood round from Lowe's, which comes as a natural wood that I stained, but you can also leave it natural or paint it, whatever your style is. I placed the painted legs on top and centered them, and then I grabbed some screws that were a bit longer than the ones that the stool came with. I placed each screw temporarily in the 4 holes on the legs, and then used a hammer to just very lightly tap on them to create an indent so I would know where to drill the pilot holes. I removed the screws and the legs, and then drilled right into those indents that I made to create the pilot holes for the screws. I like this project because it is very beginner friendly. You don't need any special skills to be able to put this table together. Once I had all 4 holes drilled, I placed the legs back on top and added the screws in one by one. This entire table cost about $25 to make and could be used for so many different things: a plant table, a nightstand, or an end table. One of the things that I found in my craft supplies was this pack of wood rings. I've used these for a few different projects recently, like a small vase and a coffee table tray. I took them outside and gave them a coat of green spray paint, and I really like this color. I don't have much decor that uses it, so I thought it would be a fun one to try out. Once they were painted and dried, I grabbed the Ikea Lots mirror, which will be the base for this project. This next step involved a lot of trial and error because I knew that I somehow wanted to line the mirror with these rings, but because I didn't want to hang it on the wall, I needed the bottom row of rings to sit further up so that the mirror itself can be propped on a table or a dresser. So basically, I just played around with the design and laid the rings out in different patterns until I was happy with it. I ended up with the majority of the rings halfway onto the mirror, with the bottom row sitting further up. To attach these, I used my go-to glue E6000, and I just picked them up one by one, added the glue, and set them back in place. I think using super glue or Gorilla Glue here is best because it has a stronger hold, and you don't get those annoying glue strings that you get with hot glue, which can make a mirror look messy. This takes about 24 hours to set, and then it is good to go. I really like this, and I think it looks super funky and unique. I purchased this bamboo dish from Ikea back in November, and I didn't end up using it for anything. It was only $5.99, and I really wanted to turn it into a plant hanger. So my first step was to measure it and make 4 equidistant marks. I just used a pencil to mark each spot because later I'll be using these to drill some holes. I wanted each hole to be about 1 inch from the edge of the dish, so once I had marked the initial spots, I went back in and measured up 1 inch and made a new mark. Next, I grabbed my drill and started to create each hole. This wood was very easy to drill into, and luckily it did not crack. Some of the wood on the other side splintered a tiny bit, but it was easy to sand down, so it was no big deal. Once I had all 4 holes drilled, I took it outside and gave it a coat of flat black spray paint. Normally I'd show you guys this part, but it was about 10 degrees and super windy, so this process was not pretty. but I eventually got it though, and it was looking much more chic and high-end. I decided to use this suede cord for the actual hanging mechanism, and I really like the color contrast of this cord with the black dish. I measured out 3 pieces that were each 24 inches long. You can adjust the length depending on where and how you'll be hanging this up. I lined up the pieces and tied a knot at the top to keep them together for the next step. Then I used some painter's tape to tape them to my work surface and began to braid the cord. I just did a very simple braid as if I was braiding someone's hair. I wanted to keep this really simple, but also make it look a little fancier than just hanging the cord up by itself. When I got to the bottom, I kept about an inch or 2 loose and slid these ends into one of the holes on the top of the dish. I used a yarn needle to push them through and then pulled them down through the hole. Then I flipped the dish over and made another simple knot so that the cord would stay in place and not slide back up. I trimmed the ends evenly to give it a finished look. I repeated this process 3 more times. Since there are 4 holes, you'll need to cut 12 pieces of cord and make 4 braids. Lastly, I cut 1 extra piece of cord, wrapped it around all of the braided pieces, and tied a double knot. This keeps everything together and makes it easy to hang. This is such a cute piece and a fun way to display your plants. It would also make amazing outdoor decor as well. I hope you guys enjoyed those IKEA hacks. Let me know in the comments down below which one of these 3 projects was your favorite. I thought the mirror was kind of fun and like funky. It's a little bit different than what I would normally do, but I had a lot of fun being creative with it and using some more color than I might usually use. So anyway, just let me know down below which one you liked the best. And as always, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram for sneak peeks and behind the scenes and all that good stuff. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.